not now.
Well, when you were helpless.
No, not exactly.
Well, why were you on welfare? If you weren't helpless, why were you on welfare?
Well,
why didn't you get out and work like my mother does? If the welfare would sterilize, a lot of these over-fertile women would be a lot better off.
I agree.
Goodbye. Here's Henson Cargill on Country KMAK 21 now before 8 o'clock.
Little kids sleeping with rats in the bed, well, it's none of my business. It's been a long time since they've been fed, but it's none of my business. 10 more billion on the national debt, well, it's none of my business. People in the slums are a little upset, that's none of my business.
It's nothing. You got to have lazy, no good people before you have welfare. No one has a right to sit and do nothing and get paid for it, sir. Good night.
Kids dropping out of school looking for a thrill, learning the laws, kill or be killed. I better take another pill, 'cause it's none of my business.
Do you think, listen, did I have your children, or am I the father of your children?
I hope the heck you're not.
Well, then why, in the name of God, am I supporting them?
Now the preacher's saying something about getting involved. Well, it's none of my business. He said we got troubles that we gotta have solved. Lord, that's none of my business.
I ask you what your ideas are?
I told you my ideas. I say there's no excuse for welfare. God helps those who help themselves, for those of us that lead on the Bible.
Right, but it also says you are your brother's keeper.
Now I go to church and I meditate. I don't even mind when they pass the plate. But this stuff about my fellow man's fate, well, it's none of my business. None of my business.
I don't want welfare to support me. I want welfare to find a job for me, a job where I can work and make a living on my own. I don't want no charity.
Well, if somebody would give me a job where I would make, I don't say a lot of money, but a reasonable amount of money, I wouldn't want the welfare.
When you go before the welfare department, you're pegged as a beggar. You're going out there to beg. When you do that, it's because you really need it.